Hello folks, welcome back. I'm over here at Organic Cardboard's place.
Yes, yeah, it's like, I should have had a couple videos out in between last time and this time, but I've been preoccupied.
It's a whole new world.
Now he's doing videos at my place to make up for it.
We are about to sit down and play a little Zombicide White Death.
We are.
And I said, Owen, I think it's been a long time since we've done a content video.
A little topical?
Yeah, a little topical content video. So a little meditation on the board game genre, if you will.
Oh.
And so today's video is board games you mostly get to play only on your birthday.
Oh, yeah, the ones you have to goad your partner into playing with you.
There's a whole lot baked into that. Hey, it could be your partner or other family members too if you're a younger person or something. We're both old married men. Well, he's been married all of a few weeks. That was a lot of fun.
Shiny. Shiny, shiny.
But these are things that we kind of have to maybe not trick or maybe our partners will play with us, but mostly out of pity.
Yeah, or we really do have to goad the heck out of them, because at least one of mine, I know it's going to be an arm twist.
I've got a couple like that. I think Ashley's kind of like Holly in that they, by and large, they're willing to play a lot of games, and thank goodness they are.
She'll get into some tough ones. It's not like she can't handle a big game.
But there is occasionally that requires a little bit of convincing, and sometimes I'm right, and not usually, but sometimes I do enjoy it anyway, despite the adversity. And what I wanted to do is list 4 game titles and one sort of genre or theme, and you'll see that at the end. Owen, do you want to start? You want to do the first one?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll mention. I'll just start from the top of the list of. I won't play that tonight games, and that's the White Castle, which is a fantastic game, and almost everybody in the board game community loves it. But it's the convoluted nature of resource acquiring that goes on in that game to get. You want to get to this one point, but you got to do 2 other little tricky things and figure out, like, there's only 9 turns in that whole game, but each turn that you have gets really thinky sometimes to figure out how you can maximize all your actions. And yeah, it just was not her style of game, but I love it, and it's a fairly quick game, so it is one that I probably could twist her arm a little bit. Don't tell anybody.
Well, that is
beating my wife.
That's one Holly doesn't love either. In the trying to acquire those combos and stuff, especially, I think what it is she gets frustrated watching me in that last turn. Yeah. So I'll be like, and I'll do this, so I can do this, so I can do this, so I can do this. And she's like, oh, come on, we got like 6 layers of doing things.
Yeah, and Ashley just, like, she can do that. She just does not enjoy puzzling that out in her head.
Getting there, yeah.
And maybe the theme doesn't do it quite enough for her to push through that, so.
Oh, well, that is a great lead off into my next one.
Oh.
So, my big one, this is probably the top of the list as far as like the most convincing required.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're starting off with the worst first.
Yeah, this one. There's been some weird history. Like, we had some games that just didn't go well, and we actually have played games that have gone well, but it's Nemesis.
Oh,
so Nemesis is a real swingy kind of game, and we played co-op. So we weren't even playing like versus or anything. We're just cutthroat or semi-co-op.
Yeah,
and we played
potential cut where you're constantly wondering about the other person.
Yeah, we didn't play.
Why are you doing that?
It is real difficult to play that with somebody you've been married to or around for 30 years.
I don't know.
We can just about read each other's minds at this point.
That's true.
Yeah, so I can't bluff her, and she's no good at that either. It doesn't like that. She doesn't like the stress of lying, to one another. So
yeah.
So we don't play
social deduction games are just like a stress pit.
But on top of that, basically Nemesis is a conflict resolution simulator, and there's a lot of those. But that was just a lot of like issues. You got issues to resolve, issues to resolve, issues to resolve, and it compounds, gets real stressful. There's something about that mechanism of playing paying with the cards that she doesn't like either. So there's a big kind of combination of things, and it's a shame because it's one of my favorite games.
Yeah, I've only got to play it once with Sean, but it was one of the funnest experiences I've had. I can definitely see why I wouldn't be like immediately gravitated to that kind, because it kind of reminds me of like playing Death May Die, Cthulhu Death May Die a little bit, where it's like the odds of you actually getting through the scenario and winning at the end of it at least they seem very dismal most of the time. I don't know. I think we
definitely swing with luck.
I think we played a couple of Cthulhu games that just crashed in terrible failure.
Oh yeah, we died
quickly.
Horribly once at least. Yeah.
But the way that it ended last time with us just barely winning, and you think you died on the boat back home.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's a cool game, but I can see why that would take a little arm twisting at least to get started. But if you have one good experience off of it, see, she had a terrible experience on it, didn't she?
Yeah. Our very first game of it, we had just learned it, and I'll make it a quick story. So our very first game of it, we just learned it. We had friends over and stuff, and I was on call. I work in IT, and I was on call. So we were played about 2 hours. This is a Nemesis for us. With 4 people, it's about a 4-hour game, 4 or 5 hours maybe. So about an hour and a half, 2 hours into it, I get a call, and I'm not able to get off the call. So I basically leave. My friend is trying to he's a good gamer too, and he's trying to pick up where I left off, and they're all trying to play this game, this brand new Kickstarter game. And this was when we first started playing Kickstarter games and hobbyist games.
Yeah.
So it was a nightmare. I was on the phone until like, I think 4 or 5 in the morning. They're all waving, going, "I'm sorry, we all died."
Yeah.
And they did. Everybody played for like 4 hours, and then everyone either got eaten by aliens or just died and had probably not a great time.
Oh man, and Sean was cussing his work the whole night, I'm sure.
Yeah, but Nemesis Retaliation is on the way, and I promise it's better, Holly.
Yeah, we'll have to get in on it. I'd like to get in on it, so we'll try it.
Okay.
So my next one is Eclipse, Second Dawn. It doesn't matter if it's Second Dawn or First Dawn. Ashley doesn't want to play it, and I think she for whatever reason isn't really attracted to space themed games too much. And it's a very space simulated 4X kind of style space game. There is a little bit. It's got some convolution to it a little bit to kind of figure out how you're actually gaining resources. It's mostly like kind of just exploring and I think the only convoluted part of it's figuring out how to actually make points, to actually win the game. I don't feel like it's very difficult to learn how to play, but there's all those little pieces that you're using to like tweak your ship and all these little things to think about, and like anything where there's going to be like a whole like mass of little tiles that you have to learn what each single one does, like from the get-go. It's when you're very first setting up your ship. It's kind of fall into that space of like not fun things to think about for Ashley. So that's one that I would have to tweak her a little bit to get to actually play it. I
haven't played that one yet.
No, you played Eclipse. You came over one day and played it with me. It might have been last. I don't know. It was here. Since I've been here, so it might have been last year sometime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember. I've had that happen with Sean before, where I just completely forget having played a game.
Yeah, man, we played it. You won. I was like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
It's kind of like
I love that game.
it's like the condensed version of, which is pretty different still, but it's got a lot in common with Twilight.
Imperium.
Imperium, yeah. I was like, what's the end of it? I was like, there's more to that name. Twilight, whatever that is. So yeah, we were all the little spaceships and stuff, and like I can't remember who I played with last time, but we plant people or something.
Yeah, but usually trees.
I don't know. Yeah, something green. Yeah, but it's a really fun game, and I think if I got it out on the table and was just like, it's my birthday, come on, just sit and play. It's only going to take a couple hours, which really does only take a couple hours with a 2-player game, but...
Have a cup of wine, just let it happen.
Yeah. I'd have to be a favor on that one, but that's Eclipse.
My next one is The Witcher.
Oh, Holly doesn't like The Witcher.
Holly doesn't like the card play those kind of card play games. So it's kind of the same with Nemesis and stuff like that. And she didn't enjoy The Witcher too much.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, I think mainly what happened with The Witcher is it's kind of went too long.
Yeah,
and
it can. Well, because you play to have fun instead of playing to win the game.
Yeah. And it was another situation where I was playing with a larger player count and stuff like that. So
yeah,
just and although it's fully painted, it has never been played since I painted.
Yeah, it's such a shame because that's such a fun game.
But you and I are gonna break it out. We'll play it some more.
That's one of those ones that like we need it. We probably had that on the last video. We were talking about games that we're gonna play by the end of the year again.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Still on the list.
One of my favorites. All right. Going along with space themed games is my next one would be Terraforming Mars. This kind of hits two spots for Ashley that she doesn't care for so much as the space theme, and it's kind of I think she just needs to find a good space themed game that she enjoys, because themes don't really matter at the end of the day if the game works out really well. But the other part of that is Terraforming Mars does feel fairly like non-intuitive when you first play it. I feel like to actually start getting somewhere on the game and start getting ahead.
No, I've never played this game.
It's one of those ones that it grows on people. A lot of people didn't like. Now I will say that not even just the theme of the game, but just the art and everything like that on it. It's not the prettiest game. You come to like the art and stuff because once you get to where you enjoy the game, then I think the art kind of like this is the art of this game that I like, and so you kind of get to where you enjoy that a little bit more. I think I remember Quackalope or one of those two back when he was with Board Game Co. One of them was talking about that, though, saying that they really didn't care for the aesthetics of the game at all, but didn't really enjoy it once they actually started getting through a game or two of it. I think it's a lot of fun. That one would certainly be a stretch to get Ashley to play it. But you know, again, if it's a special day and she owes you for something or whatever, it's fun. Went and did that thing with her, doing something for Girl Day or whatever it was. I don't know. Went and got pedicures with her or something like that. Then maybe she'd sit and play a little Terraforming Mars if I kind of walked her through it. I don't know. It's a handful though. It is a hefty game.
That is that is a game that I think the aesthetics have always kind of put me off. But everyone I know thinks I'm crazy for not playing it as a gamer. Like I should. It's one of those I really should probably try at least.
Yeah, you gotta
play
get
at least once.
You gotta get through it once, I think, to even know how to. I think it's one of those games you have to be willing to play a couple times.
Yeah, yeah.
With it, so.
Because usually you rarely really grasp something in that first round.
Yeah.
My next one is I think if I had to pick a board game that Holly hates the most,
yeah,
like she really doesn't like, it's Santorini. And it's mostly because I'm really good at it.
Oh, really?
In fact, I sold it because she just will never play it.
Won't even touch it. Yeah.
Or I think I gave that one to my sister is what I did. Where that one ended up.
Yeah, I've never actually played it.
Have you not?
No. It seemed like it was fairly simple game, wasn't it? Though
I'm not even that good at it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in her head now.
Yeah, it doesn't click for her. Well, she doesn't enjoy it at the same time. Yeah, it never really. It's one of those ones that I didn't pick it up either because the aesthetic of it just didn't quite. I don't know. Maybe just didn't feel like it had enough meat to it for me to want to get into it. Now, I'd probably enjoy it if I played it. I'm sure. I
think you would. Yeah. Like it's kind of like one of those. It's kind of a checkersy kind of. You know, I move here, you move there. You know, it's got some neat mechanisms that take it beyond like checkers, of course, or maybe not chess, but the 3D elements and stuff to it make it really interesting. The presentation of it's really neat. Kind of a lot of toy factor and stuff, but it's not. Yeah, there are other things that I could make her play. So
sure. Well,
I'll let that one go. But yeah, she hates that game.
Well, yeah, the theme of this video is turning into games my wife hates.
I know. That's not as fun on the thumbnail, right?
Yeah. The games my wife hates.
It's my birthday and I'll play it if I want to.
Yeah. Well, you better hope there's a solo mode. Eclipse does not have a solo mode. I'm so sad that it doesn't. I hope the third Dawn for the Galaxy is got a solo mode if they ever make it.
A big shout out to all the solo board gamers out there. Because I want to know, when you tell people you play solo board games, do they always go, "Oh"?
I love solo board games.
I do too, but
Yeah.
people do that to you. I was like, oh yeah, I played a solo game, and they're like, oh, okay.
I mean, granted, I will say that a lot of games aren't as good solo, but it's great to have a solo option, especially when you're learning a game. I love to be able to play it solo, even if it's not the optimal version of the game. But that you can like learn it really well, and then when you teach it to somebody, you kind of have an idea for how to beat them on your first game. So that's the only reason.
That's a great reason.
Going along with kind of off of the space theme, but going on to sticking along with the convoluted theme, is Endless Winter. I think is one that Ashley has. I think I tried to get her to play it once. I was playing it solo, learning it, and having a good time with it. It's a really good game. It's a shame that it doesn't get out enough because it is a little bit heavy to get into when you get it on the board, and you have to remember how everything works, and it's kind of unique. I feel like a lot of just the way that everything flows has got its own thing that you have to kind of pick up. And it's any of these games that I feel like might take start pushing up close to a half hour to get a full teach out. Is going to be one of those ones that Ashley's going to have a hard. Like sometimes I have to sit her down, have the game already set up, and then I have to sit her down and do a whole session where all it is me teaching her how to play the game, and then she's burnt out, and then we'll come back the next day and play it. And then I'll have to reteach her again on the second, but a recap of how to play it, and then she just hates downloading those rules. It's just a handful, which I mean I don't know anybody that really loves downloading rules, but I get driven to do it because I want to play the game, so I'll get through it, and because I've got that carrot on the stick at the end of actually enjoying the experience. And Endless Winter is it's got again it's a little bit of complicated ways to figure. It looks a little complicated to figure out how to really make the points on it, and so you're playing with somebody that is seeing that. And they're like, oh, I could do this to do that. And the other person's like, I don't know what the hell. I'm just trying to make a turn. I have no idea what's optimal. And they're just kind of piddling around. And then that experience becomes not so fun. So you have to...
I remember being a little bit confused on that one. That was one of the first games you brought over to the house to play.
Yeah.
So I think we reviewed it on the channel here.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. It was fun, though. I liked it.
I remember the thumbnail says Endless Game Night.
Endless Game Night. Yeah, because by the time because it did take us a while to play it because I was teaching it. And I think I was probably remembering it at the time because I think I'd had it for a little while before I brought it over. And it's a little bit to get out, so it's something that's not something Ashley would be looking forward to playing, but so it is.
I'll come play it with you on your birthday, man.
Yeah, man.
Another type of game that Holly doesn't like to play is one, or continuing on the theme of ones that just for some reason I seem to win every time we play is Last Aurora.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
that's what we're building. It's a snowpocalypse game, which is my favorite genre of games, and you're building these vehicles and you're trying to get across the frozen wastelands and stuff like that. And Holly, for some reason, always gets distracted and wants to stop and try to, explore and stuff, and doesn't really get very far. She's always using her driver when she shouldn't and stuff. It doesn't put the priority in trying to get to the boat, so she never makes it to the boat. I'll usually to the boat or a little bit beyond.
A little beyond, yeah.
Waving at her as the boat sails away, and she's just like, "Why? Is it possible to get there?" I'm like, well, obviously not. So yeah. Sometimes it's hard to figure out like what is the direction the game wants you to go in when you just want to play around doing the things that you want to do. That's not actually helping you out. So that's definitely one of those games that'll have little traps in, little interest traps where you only get to really take advantage of those if everyone does. If somebody kind of rushes for before the finish line, you don't get to enjoy things. So.
Yeah.
Because of that, I've ruined that game for her.
Oh, Last Aurora. Did you get the, wasn't there an expansion that came out? Did you end up getting that?
Yeah, the Firelands. And they kind of redid the Last Aurora. So
Right.
they Icelands and Firelands is what they called it.
Right.
But I think they're kind of cleaning up the rule set a little bit.
Make it a little clearer. Hey, well, there's a good excuse. You can just tell Holly, hey, they fixed things.
They changed it, and now it's hot outside.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Try it out. Yeah. So to kind of end this video, the thing that we were going to kind of mention was just the overall general theme of games, and you can probably kind of tell from things that we've mentioned what they might be. But
Like a big old bucket of games you could call what?
yeah, so any really convoluted Euro games, I'm kind of blending this between two things. It's kind of anything that's got to be taught for over half an hour. Anything that's to be taught for over. There's probably some games that I've taught her that take a while, then she'll get into once she gets into it. But definitely any convoluted Euro games, she's just not gonna really enjoy very much. And I think White Castle's such a good example of that because of the fact that game's really not overly complicated, but your choices are kind of complicated how to make your turns work. So yeah, she just doesn't enjoy any of those things where you have to do a bunch of this to do that to do this to finally do the thing that you're wanting to do, or have like all these just weird pathways to get to something that should otherwise be simple in her mind to make happen. It's not fun for her. So yeah, any number of big Euros and stuff that I might have, like pretty much anything UA Rosenberg has, I don't think that she's going to enjoy. And like,
what do you even call that genre? I just call them Owen games.
Owen games, yeah. An Age Contrived, which I have not. She actually had to stop me on that game because it was killing her so much trying to play it. It's like I was telling Sean that right before we started. I was like, I mentioned An Age Contrived because that's one where it's very convoluted. I mean, it's super convoluted. Like the rules are they're not like overly complicated compared to any other game, but they're very like unique to that game, and like they're not intuitive, like the way that everything moves at first. It gets there, you get there eventually, and I was just getting to the point where I was like, oh man, I'm starting to make some cool engine things happening on my player here. And Ashley's like, can we stop? Can we just stop? And I was like, I don't want to make you suffer for another 3.5, 4 hours, however long it's going to take to finish this game. So
I just want to live.
Civolution, I won't even bring Civolution up to her, even if it is my birthday. I don't think I'm even going to try to make her play that. I don't know. I can't remember if I actually tried to teach her. I had it out on the table for a while, and then I don't know if I think I did try to start teaching her some of the stuff, and she's just like, I couldn't even sit through that. So, yeah. Sometimes you have to give up.
For me, my genre of game is just any game over 4 hours. Now Holly has gotten into games with me. We've played longer games. We played campaign games.
Campaigns, yeah.
Yeah, and stuff like that.
Something you can set down.
Sometimes we can order some pizza and it's real chill, and it goes through and it doesn't seem like a long time. Mm-hmm. But even. But if we do play one of those, even if we have a good time, the next time we go to pull it out, there's like a little bit of a battle of, I don't know if I've got my entire day to dedicate to this game with you. It's like, well, let me make sure I've got everything done. Did we do our will? Yeah. Has every animal been fed? It's like there's going to be laundry. There's, the things I could have accomplished.
Like, Sean, why are you doing the dishes today? Are you trying to get a game out later?
I've cleaned the whole house. There's nothing to do today.
She gets real suspicious. The house has been cleaned and everything's been taken care of.
I will. Sometimes, that's why on my birthday, it'd be like, what do you want to do? I could be like, we're playing Hellboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing Hellboy. I'm going to pull out a bunch of I want to spend half the first hour like sorting all the cards out
Yeah.
for this randomized adventure because I want to play with these specific things and stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah, she'll tolerate it. I say they because my daughter's kind of gets roped into that, and my other family members. But my wife and my kid probably I play with the most next to Owen or other friends and stuff. But yeah, so all the long games. It's not that she doesn't like them. It's just that if I'm going to convince her to do it, there needs to be kind of an occasion, for that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Big
Sometimes.
Trouble Little China, it only came out like twice, 6 hours.
Yeah, I still haven't played that one with you yet either.
Yeah,
so.
that's a
I
long.
still haven't watched the movie yet either. So
That's a
gotta
shame.
gotta do it.
That's
Gotta
a
do
shame.
it. On the list.
Kids today,
Yeah.
young adults. You're not even that young.
I'm pushing 40. Pushing it.
Oh no! I'm only old by contrast.
I've been just enjoying. I just let people call me young whenever they want. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm
Yeah,
at that age where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so young. I'm so young.
It's a very tolerable issue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, folks, I'm really curious. What are your 5 games? Yeah, I'm sure you've got 5 games that are kind of you have to convince some people to let you play, and maybe on your birthday you get enough pity where you can cash that in and play a cool game all day long. We're going, hey, Frostpunk this August.
Oh man, we gotta get Frostpunk out again.
We really
I actually
do.
contacted Paolo not too long ago about getting that out.
Oh yeah, Frostpunk. I'm dying to feed children sawdust with you again. Maybe this August.
Can we feed them coal?
Hey,
Can
maybe.
Can we put coal in their gruel?
I will vote for that if it comes up. And folks, that's all we got for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you got any comments, please leave them down below. Give me a like. I really appreciate that. And Owen and I have channels, and we'd love to see you again, so feel free to subscribe. Until next time, enjoy your games, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.